Hi friends, and welcome back to another video. This is Flower Heart Plans. My name is Harley, and today we are going to go through my 2025 planner and notebook lineup. So as you can see, there are a lot of books, notebooks, planners, journals here on my desk, and we are going to go through all of these. Now you may notice one that you recognize, which is this B6 Stalogy that I'm currently using, but I have it here because I don't know if I'm going to use this cover for my new B6 Stalogy or not. So I just have it here in the stack, even though this is for 2024. The rest are for 2025. And some of them you might have seen in my last video because I started them the end of 2024, but they last until 2025. So we're going to talk about those also. So let's just get started with my current B6 Stalogy and what I'm going to use for next year to replace it. So let's move these off to the side. And let's take this. And let's start with this. This is my B6 Stalogy in a cover by Paper Bound Creations. And I love this cover. It's a glitter rainbow cover. And I kind of want to use this again for next year, but I don't know because I also bought other covers. So basically, I'm going to show you how I use the Stalogy and show you what I'm going to use for next year. So the Stalogy is just a blank grid notebook. This is the B6 size, and I decorate it to have layouts that I use for daily planning. The one thing that I'm changing for next year is that you will notice in this book that let's go to the beginning of a month. How about May? So I do a monthly cover page and then I go right into weekly daily planning. I don't do monthly planning in here. So for next year, I am going to still use a B6 Stalogy. I have the notebook here. It's fresh and waiting for me to use it for next year. And I'm going to use this for my weekly dashboards and daily planning, basically what I'm doing here. But because I miss monthly planning and my monthly calendar that I don't do currently in this Stalogy planner, I do want to incorporate that in. So what I did is I got one of the booklets from Sterling Ink. This is the B6 monthly booklet for 2025. And it basically has the monthly calendars in it. There are some pages at the front for goal setting and then the yearly tracker and then the quarterly trackers. But what I got this for mostly were the monthly calendars so that I didn't have to draw them in every month, because that's why I don't currently have them in my Stalogy, because I don't like drawing them in. And when I draw them in, I just do it on one page. I don't have my old Stalogy to compare it to. But I was basically, when I draw in the calendars on my Stalogy, I was doing a one-page calendar and the boxes were too tiny for me to actually use. So I wanted to go to a two-page calendar, but I didn't want to draw it out. So long story short, I got this booklet so I could have the monthly calendars. And to go with it, I also have a half-year Stalogy in the B6 size. Essentially, I was going to move from the full year Stalogy to a half-year Stalogy for my weekly daily planning, but then I decided against it, and I decided to use this half-year that I got for notes, because currently in my B6 Stalogy, I don't utilize any areas for notes or notes pages. One, because I wanted to get the whole year in one book, which I think I'm going to do successfully. Well, I started in March in this book, so I'm going to get from March through December 2024 in this one book. So that means I didn't have a lot of pages left for notes. So along with adding the monthly calendars, I wanted to add in notes. And I wanted to do that separately in its own booklet because I don't know how many notes pages I'm going to need per week. So this will just let me use the notes pages as I need them. And these are going to be used all together. And to do that, I have, one moment, this cover that I got from Lauren Phelps Designs. It's a collaboration between Lauren Phelps Designs and Alicia Plans. And essentially what this is, it's a B6 TN cover, and it has pockets. It's easier if I show you. So it has pockets where I can insert my main book, which is the full year B6 Stalogy. And I like to put my books in both sides of the cover. So it has the space to do that. But then what's also good about this cover is that it has pockets on the front now and a pocket on the back where I can slip in my other booklets. So in the cover, in the pocket on the front, I can slide in the monthly booklet from Sterling Ink. And I apologize that I'm having such a rough time putting this in here, but this is a brand new cover, so it probably needs a little bit of flexing. So I can put that cover in the pocket on the front, and it holds them together so that I can just go straight from the monthly booklet to my daily planning. Then there's a pocket on the back where I can slide in the half year Stalogy that I'm going to use for notes. And I can just put that right in here, and it fits snugly and perfectly. And so as you can see, the profile, it's all lined up, it's all even all across, and they fit very snugly in here. And I can just carry this around with me as one book. So I really love this cover, this clear cover by Lauren Phelps Designs and Alicia Plans. It's a very, very great idea that they had. And so I can use this all together. And so I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it in my current B6 Stalogy cover or in these new covers that I got from the same place, from Paper Bound Creations on Etsy. So I got this pink, it goes this way. I got this pink Croco faux leather cover. It's a TN, so I can put the books inside like I like to do. I like to do both sides in, and I can still do that with this cover. It's just, I'll put the back side of that one in, of the half year Stalogy, and then I could just leave it like this if I want to. I could also put in both the cover like this. I can put it in the cover like this, and there's plenty of room for this book. And have it like that. And as you can see, it fits very nicely. Or another thing that's ingenious about this clear cover is that I can put it on the strings. Now, I would have to take all these out of here to do this, but the clear cover, let me take these other books out. This is not very well thought through in how I'm showing this to you, but I do want to show this part to you. So in this clear cover, there's a notch here cut out at the top and bottom, and that's for your TN strings. So I could put this on a string. I would have to put the clear cover in first and then put the books on top of it. So the books are not what would be on the string. The cover is on the string. So then I could use the strings to house these books on one string, if that makes any sense. I hope I'm explaining this correctly. It would be better if I showed you, but I don't want to take all of this in and out again. But essentially, I could put this on the strings so that the clear cover is on the string and the books are just tucked into the pockets on the cover. And then I would even have room, more strings, to add in more B6 booklets if I wanted to. Now, I don't need to use it that way, so I'm just going to put these back into the pockets of the cover and slide it into the pockets on the TN and use it that way. That's how I'm going to use it. But this clear cover, I can't say this enough, this clear cover by Lauren Phelps Designs and Alicia Plans, which I bought on the Lauren Phelps Designs website, is such a great idea. And I'm happy that I found it so that I could utilize this system together. So I have my monthly calendars, my weekly and daily planning, and my notes. That will be all together. So I have this cover, and then I also have this cover by Paper Brown Creations. Again, this is like a, I'm not sure what the color is called. It was called Strawberries and Cream, I think, on her website. But it's the same idea. It has pockets where I could put it in on both sides. These are scalloped pockets if I want to, or I could utilize the strings and put the string through the clear cover like that. And then it has a secretarial pocket here and an elastic closure. And I'll just put them in so you could see how much room I have in here. This spine is built so that it gives room for lots of booklets or room for your planner to grow. So that's how it would fit. It fits very nicely and space to chunk it up. So I'm not sure which cover I'm going to use, but this is the B6 Stalogy Everyday Carry book system that I'm going to utilize for 2025. This is my main planner system. Currently, the B6 Stalogy is the only planner I'm using. So come next year, it will be my main planner system, and I'm excited to bring in the Sterling Ink booklet and a notes booklet for that. So having gotten the main planner out of the way, I'm going to put these off to the side, and we're going to talk about the other booklets on the stack. So let's talk about the ones I mentioned in my last video, which were this Erin Condren Petite Monthly Planner that goes until the end of next year. This is just a monthly calendar planner. It has notes pages in the back, and I'm using this for my YouTube posting schedule. So I just write in the videos that I'm going to post on the days I want to upload them. And I still have to decorate November and December and plan those out. But then this will go every month. It's a different color scheme, but I don't mind. This is just for pretty much my eyes only. I don't know if I'm going to show this on the channel, but I still like to decorate it for myself. So this is what that's going to be. And this monthly calendar is going to work together with this dot grit notebook that I got from Michaels. And this is just my YouTube ideas notebook. So there's not much in here now, but it will fill up as I have more ideas about my scheduling, like when I'm going to film, edit, upload, video ideas that I have, anything else that pertains to YouTube that I need to write notes or ideas about will go in here. So these will work together. And the other planner that I'm not using as a planner that I mentioned in my last video is this Happy Planner Mini. So this will be a collections of sorts for health, wellness, and fitness. And I haven't set this up for next year, so it still has the end of 2024, but I will set it up for 2025. But I will use the monthly calendar for daily gratitude and mood tracking. And then I have a few notes pages for each month. But then I will use the bulk of this to keep self-care ideas. I have an idea of how to decorate a cute spread for when I need ideas of self-care, just to write down brain dump lists and to do recipes, which I haven't done. I still need to do a lot to set this up for next year, but hopefully I can utilize the rest of October, November, and December to do that, and it will be ready to go for 2025 with recipes, exercise routines, anything, notes, anything that has to do with health, wellness, fitness will go in this Happy Planner Mini. And I think this is a good way for me to utilize this because it's not too big, it's not too overwhelming. The only thing I'm worried about is if I will have enough space on these pages to write my recipes. But this is what I'm going to use for next year for health and wellness. And then the other notebook that I'm using currently that I'm going to continue using next year is this Happy Planner Dot Grit notebook that I just use for notes, brain dumps, messy notes, and things like that. I do still like to decorate even my scratchy notes. So it is decorated with stickers and washi tape, but there's nothing special in here. Like, this is just a brain dump list where I had to get things off my mind and down onto paper. This is when I was planning out what I was going to use my planners for. And I like to decorate ahead of time, so I will sit down and decorate a bulk of pages ahead of time so they're ready to go, which I haven't done. So there's a lot of pages left in here still. So this will definitely last me for next year as my notes brain dump notebook. Then the other notebook that I started in 2024 that I'm going to continue in 2025 is this Moleskine notebook. I'm not sure what size. I want to say it's an A5 Slim because it's the height of an A5, but it's not as wide as a normal A5. But this is let's go to a blank page, a lined notebook. It has the Moleskine cream colored paper, which I don't know how I feel about it. It doesn't bother me too much. I do prefer white paper, but this is just a notebook that I'm using for my morning pages routine that I'm cultivating. So it doesn't bother me too much that these are cream colored pages. If this were for anything that I was precious about, then it might bother me. Just to write my morning pages, I don't really look back at them or anything like that. So it's just to get stuff down. I do decorate a little bit. I'm not going to show much, but, well, I do morning and evening pages. So the morning pages idea I got from the book, The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. But I found that I do enjoy doing the morning pages, but I also like to kind of get things off my mind, out of my brain in the evening before I go to bed. So I do morning and evening pages. And I do put stickers and decorate a little bit, but I'm not going to show that decoration just because I don't really want to show what I write down in these, because it's a lot of rambling, a lot of nothing, but also I just don't want to share it. This sticker I got from the Floral Mega sticker book by the Happy Planner, and I thought it was really cute on this colored journal. And so yeah, this I'm going to continue using next year because there are still a lot of empty pages left. The next planner on the stack that I'm not using as a planner, you might sense a theme here. Really the only planner that I'm using is the basic Stalogy. Everything else is either used as a journal or a notebook. So this is the N1H Compact Full Year Common Planner. The N1 is the standard TN size planner, and H is because I got the horizontal layout, which is similar to the Hobonichi Weeks style layout, except it doesn't have the quotes at the bottom that Hobonichi has. And so you have your days of the week horizontally on the left-hand page, then you have a blank page on the right-hand side. And then you have the months up front and notes pages in the back. I got the compact because I don't use a lot of notes pages in here. And I do have it in a clear cover, which is why there's a bit of a glare. This clear cover is by Lauren Phelps Designs. I didn't know that Sterling Ink was going to release clear covers. She has since release those clear covers, but at the time that I bought the planners, I didn't know that those were going to come out, so I bought my clear covers from Lauren Phelps Designs. But Sterling Ink also has covers designed specifically for their planners. So having said that, this is going to be my media / hobbies journal or notebook. I'm basically going to keep track of the media I'm consuming, whether that's books, TV, YouTube, movies, songs, any media that I'm consuming, I'm going to keep track of and maybe sometimes write reviews of, which is why I did want notes pages in the back, but not a lot. And I'm also going to keep track of how I'm utilizing my free time basically on media, but also on spending time doing hobbies. So I enjoy doing hobbies like art, painting and drawing, creative journaling, or playing video games, but I don't make enough time to do that. And I really just want to keep track of where my free time is going. So a lot of times, if I'm being honest right now, it's going to scrolling on my phone, on Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, just different apps that take a lot of my time unnecessarily. Because especially if I'm on Instagram or Pinterest, it's really just scrolling by pictures after picture after picture. And so I really want to keep track of where that time is going and also try to use my time in better ways. Well, ways that I consider better for me that will cultivate healthy habits and routines and just a better way overall to spend my time, my leisure time. So that's what this is going to be, my media and hobbies journal. I might talk specifically about what I'm going to use each layout for, like each page for, in a different video when I do specific setups of these planners. But for now, what I'm thinking of doing for the monthly calendar is just to write when I start and stop certain movies, books, TV shows, or when I start certain craft projects. I also like to crochet, and I'm trying to learn how to knit. So when I start certain projects or when I plan to do certain projects, will go here. And more of the daily, weekly tracking will go on the monthly pages. So that's what I have the Sterling Ink N1H Compact Common Planner for. Then I have another Sterling Ink planner here. It's also in a clear cover by Lauren Phelps Designs, so I apologize for any glare, but I did want to protect these books because they are made of like a thick cardstock, which is probably fine, but I just wanted it to hold up to any wear and tear that it might get. So I did want a clear cover. And again, I didn't know that Sterling Ink was going to come out with covers later on. So I just bought this from Lauren Phelps Designs. This is the A5 full year daily planner for 2025. And so it has the normal pages up front. It has the 2025 calendars, the 2-page blank spread, I'm not sure what this is called, but it has this layout up front that most planners have. It does not have the yearly tracking like this planner has and the other common planners have. Where this page, it doesn't have this yearly trackers spread, and it also doesn't have the goals breakdown spread in it. But that's fine because I was just going to use this for daily journaling, mostly creative journaling, where I do a little bit of art, a little bit of journaling daily. So it has the monthly calendars, which I'm going to use just to do like a word a day or something like that, something fun, maybe a sticker a day. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use it, but it's going to be something related to something daily that I can come in here and note, which is going to be different than my daily gratitude that I'm doing in my Happy Planner Mini. And then we have the daily pages, which I got the dated version. So this is dated for 2025. So you have the month and date here, and then you have the day and the year, along with a timeline down the side. And it just goes on for the entire booklet. And then there are some notes pages in the back, but not a lot. And this is just going to be for my daily creative journaling. And I think I can keep up with it. I hope I can keep up with it. If you saw my last video, you'll know that I tried to do the Hobonichi cousin of Vec, and that was a bust, a complete bust. I didn't keep up with that or do it at all. But for some reason, I have high hopes for next year because life is just crazy right now, and I'm hoping things are settled down soon so that I can get into the things that I really enjoy, which is journaling, art, planning. I want to get back to my routines. So if that happens, if life stops lifing in the way that it has been lifing, then I will be able to get back and keep up with this. So that is what this daily planner is for. Again, it's a planner that I'm not using as a planner, more of a journal and memory keeping. And so the last notebooks on the stack are these Erin Condren notebook and planner. So this is just a lined notebook, and it's going to work together with this Erin Condren monthly planner that I got with the, I think this is an Etta V design for the cover and the sunset coil. And this is a monthly planner that started in 2024 in September. I got it the end of September. I don't think I planned anything for September. I was going to start using it in October, but I didn't really. And then I'm going to tentatively set this up for November and December, but really I'm going to start using it in January of next year. And this is going to be my study planner. And again, I got the monthly because I don't need to track or plan what I'm going to study weekly, daily in much detail. I just need to know basic deadlines of when I need to have certain things, when I need to have learned certain things, when I'm going to take practice tests, when I schedule my actual exams, because I'm studying to take the CPA exam. It's made up of 4 separate categories, each with their own exam. So there are 4 exams that I need to prepare for. And so that's what this planner is going to be for. So it has the monthly calendar. It has the design. I got the one with the design at the top because I don't know how much I'm going to decorate this. I will decorate it with stickers and washi tape, but I wanted a little bit of a start. So I got the one with the design on it, and I don't mind that the color changes each month. That's fine with me. So it has a monthly calendar, which I'm going to use to plan out, like I said, when I need to learn certain things by, when I'm going to do practice tests, schedule my CPA exams. Then we have a monthly dashboard. It has goals, important dates, important projects, and tracking, which is all helpful. And then it has lined notes pages, which I didn't think this would be enough because I want to write notes about my study plan, but I also want to write notes on what I'm learning. So that's what this notebook is for, just to write study notes as people do. I don't know why I'm explaining that in such detail. This is just to write notes on things I'm studying. But I wanted it to be cute, and I wanted it to be on good paper. So I got the Erin Condren notebook to go with my Erin Condren planner. I know that's a little bit much, but that's what I wanted to do, so that's what I did. And so it just goes through the end of, how far does it go? Oh, this is the academic year planner. So it ends in September of 2025, which should be fine. I'm not planning on going longer than a year with studying or preparing or taking the CPA exams. So hopefully I will get it done within 2025 before this planner runs out. If not, then I need to figure some stuff out and check my priorities. Also, behind all of the monthly calendars and pages, I got the lined pages in the back. So we do have more lined notes area pages. And then we just have future planning for 2026. And then it comes with stickers, of course, and a folder, which I don't really need. But so yeah, that's what this Erin Condren notebook is for. Let's just do a quick recap of all the notebooks, planners, and journals that I'm going to be using for 2025. So we have the Erin Condren monthly planner and notebook. We have the Sterling Ink daily planner that I'm using for creative journaling. We have the Sterling Ink standard TN size horizontal planner for my media and hobbies journal. We have the Moleskine lined notebook that I'm using for my morning pages and evening pages, as I call them, which is basically journaling. Then we have the Happy Planner A5 dot grit notebook that I use for notes and brain dumps and lists and things like that. Then we have the Happy Planner Mini that I'm using as a collections of sorts for health and wellness and fitness. Then we have these two books that I'm going to use together. This is the Erin Condren Petite Monthly Planner and the Dot Grit notebook that I got at Michael's. I'm going to use these two for YouTube content planning and notes. And then we have the only planner that I'm using as a planner, and it turns out it's a notebook that I'm using as a planner, which is the B6 Stalogy that I'm going to use as my weekly and daily planning, along with the Sterling Ink B6 monthly booklet, which has the monthly calendars, and a half-year Stalogy notebook that I'm going to use for notes. So the main star of this whole lineup is the B6 Stalogy. I'm just going to call it the B6 Stalogy system, although I am using the Sterling Ink monthly booklet and a notes booklet. It's really the B6 Stalogy full year notebook that I'm concerned about here. So the main part of my system is the B6 Stalogy planner. Everything else is extra. So this is a lot of notebooks that I want to keep up with for 2025. And if I'm going by my past self, then I have some routines to develop to actually get all of these up to date and done on a daily basis. I have high hopes that life will unfold in a way that allows me to do that. Right now, I'm only using my B6 Stalogy, as you all know, because life is crazy. But I'm hoping that the rest of 2024 acts right, and 2025 better understand the assignment, because I have some fun to be had in all these notebooks. I love planning and journaling and art and writing and keeping track of things. I want to keep up with all these notebooks. But life just has to act right for me to do that, because I have the motivation. I just need the time to do all this. And so this is my 2025 planner notebook lineup. And yeah, well, minus this one, that's 2024. But this is my 2025 planner lineup. And I'm super excited about it. I'm really excited about adding on the monthly planning to my B6 Stalogy daily planning. That is going to be a game changer for me. And this clear cover, I'm going to say this again, this clear cover by Lauren Phelps Designs, in collaboration with Alicia Plans is amazing. Absolutely amazing, because you can use it in the, let me grab my planner. You can use it in the pockets of your TN notebook, or you could use it on the strings. And I think that's just a brilliant, brilliant idea. And so, yeah, that's all I have for you today. This is my lineup. I'm excited about it. I'm loving watching all of the other 2025 planner lineup videos. I'm interested in what you all are using, what you're excited about in your planner journey, and what you want to use for 2025, what worked about 2024, what didn't work, what you're hopeful for. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.